guys, that's right here with another MLP theory. Is the future of Queen Chrysalis' character already being foreshadowed? Let's get straight into this, people. No messing around with intros, because this is mind-blowing. And this isn't so much a theory as me looking at these hints that there's too many different. It's a bit unlikely it's a coincidence, and then guessing what they could lead to. In theory form, so it is a theory actually, what am I saying? At the end of the Mean 6, the most recent episode of MLP, Chrysalis has to swim revenge again. Again, we see a flag by the moon in the background at the very end of the episode. Well, of course she's flying past the moon, but could the fact that she's flying by the moon be some form of foreshadowing? What other connections are there between Chrysalis and the moon, or the princess of the moon? Well, in season 2, just as a little solo connection, Luna was it is implied that Luna was sleeping during the Camelot wedding, but there's a few things off about this. First, Luna's been out during the day on pretty big occasion before, but definitely not the gala. I can see why she wouldn't like the gala, but this is the wedding of another Algorn princess who, although she doesn't know Cadence very well, she is technically like her niece in a way. She should probably be there anyway. And especially since she has seen that episode, then she just shows up and is like, "What did I miss, guys?" And also, knowing Luna seeing Twilight run off, she would investigate what was going on. It might have discovered Chrysalis' plot, but then why doesn't she stop her? Like, she actually tries to kill Twilight and Cadence. Hello, Luna, you might want to do something like that. Well, Luna quite has gone over a guilt on Nightmare Moon, but maybe she just didn't feel like this was her place to act. But Luna is a somewhat emotionally unstable character in MLP. So, a lot of people like that do when they're confronted with a problem. They usually hide. Oh, who knows, Luna might not notice. I'm looking way too much into that. But here's the big one. To wind back again. Luna tells Starlight that her dream called out to her and she was able to escape. How does that work? Did Luna just start browsing dreams and see this one like, oh hey, there's a friend, here, let me go say hi and tell her what's going on? But also Luna emerged from the mood. But why did Starlight's dream in particular call out to her, and what does that even mean? Well, Destiny is a huge part of MLP, even to the point where I speculate that Twilight is the chosen one. But, well, why does Starlight's dream call out to her of thousands of ponies? Why Starlight? I mean, Starlight is epic. That could be a good enough reason. I'm joking. Starlight was my favourite character, but I can't just say that as a reason for her dream calling out to Luna. Or maybe this was a hint by Destiny. Well, the element of harmony of both Stark's existence evidenced by season 7, and she's probably part of the prophecy. Once again, to see why Twilight is the chosen one video. Self-advertising again. Keeping that. But what if this was the elements are known to work in mysterious ways, like in season 5 when the map stays in the alternate timeline. Maybe this is a hint. Maybe Luna emerging from the moon and Starlight's dream in particular being called out to Luna is some kind of hint by the elements about what's going to happen in the future. But back to the Mean 6. Chrysalis flying towards the moon. But then I noticed something. The Pony of Shadows. No, not the season 7 bad guy that they beat up. I mean the one from the end of Castlevania. I did make a video on that guy, but let's assume for a minute that he is not the Pony of Shadows from season 7 time traveling. Long story. But is, in fact, like they say, Nightmare Moon's power. How does that work? How come it's there in the Castle of the Two Sisters? How come it's its own sentient being? Or Castle of the Two Sisters because Nightmare Moon was banished. That's why I remembered something else. Let's go back to Shadow Play. The Star Swirl and the other pillars power apparently got an imprint on Ponehenge because it was such a powerful spell. Well, what if those guys created the elements, and we even see them using the same spell later on in the Hollow Shades, just also with the power of the elements. See where I'm going with this? And I don't think that Luna had to live on the moon for 1,000 years. I think it was more like her spirit was trapped within the moon in a way. Like, sealed within there. And it makes her face on the moon, because that's sort of like an imprint when the magic hit there. That's the way, that's like, but unlike with the magical imprint from season 7, this was some kind of physical one, because it sort of changes the way the moon looks. And in season 5, we see that the moon sort of has like celestial colours because she's trapped inside the moon. So, what if the Element of Harmony spell also had an imprint on the moon? And in the comics, Luna brings the moon closer to Earth. Let's just roll with it. So they can get on there to see your nightmare forces, which I'm guessing means that more than one person could be on the moon. Well, at least on the surface of the moon after comics are coming. It might be possible for someone to travel to the moon. Maybe even someone like Chrysalis. And maybe she could absorb this imprinted power. And maybe it could transform her into a half Nightmare Moon, half Changeling hybrid. Crazy as it sounds, could work. Okay, it all be pretty crazy, but it could happen. But being part Nightmare Moon, okay, let's go back to this. I know it was something else. The Tantabus was spawned from Luna's magic. Well, she created it from her own magic to haunt her about her past deeds. But then she absorbs it back again when she gets over her guilt. That was created through magic. But what if another pony of shadows is in the moon? I'm not saying like it's a physical being, but the same sort of energy is now inside the moon due to the imprint. Well, what? And it's all, and then it somehow developed into a physical being. Like 2 of these things were created. One where the spell was used, and the other banishing spell that banished her to the moon, and the other where the spell banished her. So there are 2 pony of shadows. And since these are physical beings, since they're alive and not magic, when Chrysalis absorbs one, she could become. She would physically and not mentally and magically change into a half Nightmare Moon. And being half Nightmare Moon, she would bring about eternal night. And she would probably banish the main 6 and Celestia and Discord stuff to the moon. But who wouldn't she banish? Well, Starlight. In the main 6, Chrysalis explains her plan is to actually torture Starlight before killing her by making her watch her friends disappear and then kill her. Yeah, kind of dark, Chrysalis, kind of dark. Yeah, this show is messed up. It's messed up all the time. It's like a daily occurrence on this thing. But we see another habit of Chrysalis is that once she gets over the major hurdle in her plan, she thinks that she's already won. Captures everyone with her back again, thinks she's already won. Replaces Cadence, and afterwards defeats Celestia, thinks she's already won to the point where the main 6 escape. Well, she would want to torture Starlight still being part Chrysalis. So, they'd probably have an epic showdown. Because she tries to kill her after watching all her friends be sealed to the moon. But Starlight is magically gifted in this, much as I love her. Probably not going to face off against Changeling, Corrupted Alcorn hybrid. But then, with the magic of friendship, the element of implied to work on Chrysalis, though whether or not they'll kill her is unknown. But they do definitely work on Nightmare Moon, and they do work on Chrysalis as implied in Season 2. because Celestia asked them to use her on him. So Celestia knows that changelings are vulnerable to the element harmony. So let them use the elements on Chrysalis. Don't ask me how Starlight would be able to use the elements. I think that she'd either A, figure out a way to free everyone else from the moon, and the main six used them. B, maybe she can become a temporary element holder on like Thorax and stuff, and like some of the guys. I want her to win back against that fight and maybe temporary element holders, then they get back to the main six, you know? Like they're not actually full-fledged bearers, the main six don't lose their connection. That could happen. Or C, my option presented in my video about forming new elements, that they could create either 6 new elements or a 7, or just one new element. It depends how that works. And either this new element could activate the others, or they could use these 6 new ones to beat her up. And I think it would not only kill Chrysalis. And here's what these would do. They would either kill Chrysalis and Nightmare Moon, killing them both and destroying any imprint of the magic. Or B, kill the Nightmare Moon, have reverting Chrysalis to normal. And then she'll either square revenge again, or maybe start some kind of reformation arc. Because Sunset, I feel like the dark magic in Sunset got turned into the magic of friendship, which sort of made slightly honest kind of dark, compelled her to want to be reformed. But that is how this would all play out, and it's already being foreshadowed. Which I doubt I'm just looking way too much into all these coincidences. Probably the second option.